Orm is eternally jealous of his brother known on the surface world as Aquaman, and has dedicated his life to not only taking his throne away from him, and therefore taking it for himself, but also destroying everything and everyone he holds dear. Although they are related by blood, Orm has none of his brother's nobility or charity, and only exhibits ruthlessness and sadism. Ocean Master will never rest until his older brother is destroyed and the throne of Atlantis belongs to him. What's going on, guys? Multiverse here with yet another action figure review video, and today we're having a look at the gold label Ocean Master by McFarlane Toys. Starting off this video, guys, we're of course taking a look at the McFarlane Toys packaging, and it is of course that traditional black, white, and blue with the gold label logo up here. So he is a Target exclusive, the open face window with DC Multiverse and Ocean Master's name down here. Flipping over to the side, guys, we see Ocean Master's name again and DC New 52. Flipping over to the back is a beautiful comic image of the Ocean Master looking ready to do some damage. Over here on this side, not really much going on other than his name and DC Multiverse and McFarlane Toys down here. Nothing at all going on at the top. And I would show you guys the bottom barcode. It's a little scuffed, but it's not really useful. With all that said, guys, let's go ahead and rip the Ocean Master out of his packaging and see how he looks. So right here, guys, is the Ocean Master standing straight up and down on the rotating turntable, and for my first-hand impressions, I absolutely love this figure. I love the New 52 design, the dark purple with the black cape and even like the maroon inside, although I feel like that should be red if we go off by the comic image. However, I can forgive it because it goes beautifully with this figure. The black, the silver, the purple, it all meshes well. And not to mention, you guys know how much I love my detail. This guy is just detailed to the nines. He looks absolutely incredible. With all that said, guys, let's go ahead and get Ocean Master off the rotating turntable and take a closer look at the accessories. When it comes to accessories, guys, Ocean Master doesn't really come with much. However, I don't really know any other type of gadgets or weaponry the Ocean Master uses, so the trident is good enough for me. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. He does, of course, come with the classic DC stand with the DC logo stamped right there on the front. He does, of course, come with his trading card with the same comic image we saw on the back, and it still looks absolutely beautiful. Flip it over to the back, guys, if you want to pause the screen and read it right now. Always give you guys that little bit of a second. And then he does come with his trident, and this is a big beefy boy, but luckily it's a soft plastic, so you don't have to worry about snapping it in half or breaking it. It does warp, as you can see. Mine's kind of bent right there on the handle. However, the top of it still looks absolutely amazing. I got lucky enough to find this gold label at my local Target. He was actually stuffed in the back areas of like where the shelves are, kind of in the clearance section, but not really in the clearance section. But just the detail and sculpt of this trident looks absolutely beautiful. And if you don't like this as a trident, just the spear tip alone on here, you probably shave these off and make it your own little spear for another figure. With all that said, guys, let's go ahead and move away from the accessories and zoom into the figure himself to take a closer look at the detail. Starting off with the detail, guys, we're of course taking a look at the head sculpt, and I loved how pissed off he looks. The gritted teeth, and you can actually see each individual tooth is sculpted into his mouth. You can actually feel it with the brush of your nail. I freaking love seeing these figures given the amount of love they deserve and giving us a beautiful head sculpt like this. Also going over looking at the fins on the side of his face on his helmet, they look absolutely amazing. This silver they went with the shine looks mwah, chef's kiss. And not only to mention the grooves going within the helmet itself, this is a beautiful figure. I know he's a little bit older now. I think he's about a year old now, maybe almost 2 years old. However, this figure holds up, and it's going to hold up for a very long time. Going down here now, guys, looking at the torso, I do love the scale design we see going on here that we have seen straight from the comics, just ripping off Aquaman's design, but he still looks great. This dark purple is freaking beautiful. I love the look of the dark purple with the black and the silver. I cannot stress it enough. This figure is just beautifully painted. I even love how he's even got his little shoulder patrons right here, or where his cape tucks in. That looks amazing as well. Going down here now, guys, looking at his waistline, little waist belt and hip guards. They are beautifully detailed. They look absolutely amazing. I would have loved to see the gauntlets having some detail in there, kind of like you have the Atlantean tribal look he's got going on here. I would have loved to see that in the gauntlets as well, but beggars can't be choosers. However, I do feel like if you did it here, did it on the mask, and also did it on the trident, why not go that little extra mile and mold in a design into this gauntlet? Flipping over to the back now, guys, is his gorgeous flowing cape. I love how it's got this little swoop motion, whether you want him to be standing on land or floating in the water. Just get yourself a little flight stand, put him up on there, and he will look like he is just floating around in the deep blue sea, looking freaking awesome. Going down here now, guys, looking at his legs. Not really much going on other than the back fins over here. This is the same legs that we've seen on Aquaman's before in the past. I've actually got an Aquaman video in the works now who has these legs, so you will see these reused again and again and again on an Aquaman. With all that said, though, guys, let's go ahead and zoom out from the figure and take a look at his size, some articulation, and get into some size comparison. When it comes to how tall the Ocean Master is, guys, Ocean Master does stand at looks like exactly 7¼ inches tall. So if you just want to round down to the standard 7 inches that McFarlane wants to do, he is a 7-inch figure. Let's go ahead and take him off of his base, bumping the camera. Let's go ahead and move him closer to the camera for you and take a look at that articulation. When it comes to his head articulation, he does look up all the way, looks down all the way, got some beautiful head tilt in there, and also thanks to the ball joint, it does rotate all the way around. His arms do articulate out about that far. It comes with a useful butterfly joint, bicep swivel. It rotates all the way around, although mine is really stiff. You hear that clicking, clacking? I don't like that. That makes me nervous. Double hinged elbows, and his wrists do articulate up and down. They do hinge up and down, and they also rotate all the way around. And it looks like they come out as well, too. So be careful on that. Don't make them come out and fall out and you end up losing a hand, or else he'll take Aquaman's place and get the hook hand. Going over here now, guys, looking at his ab articulation. He comes with a very little bit of an ab crunch, but he is a limbo master at the DC parties. He does, of course, come with his ab swivel and waist swivel. If I can get a hold of it there we go. Got some waist swivel going there. Legs go out about that far, and they go back about that far, actually missing the McFarlane crotch gap, so that's actually really good to see. Double hinged knees, and his ankles do articulate down. They articulate up. He has toe articulation and that beautiful ankle pivot. When it comes to the size comparison, guys, here we have Ocean Master standing next to my custom McFarlane Batman, and as you can see, these two do work together. Next up for the size comparison, guys, if you want to use this Ocean Master for your DCEU collection, he does scale nicely with the Man of Steel Superman. And last but not least, guys, here we have Ocean Master standing next to the 6-inch Marvel Legends Captain Marvel from the Marvels film, and as always, it does not work. Alrighty, guys, and there you have it. Another action figure review video in the books on my channel for you guys to enjoy. When it comes to my review on the Ocean Master, I'm going to have to give him a solid 9 out of 10. I absolutely love this figure. He looks absolutely amazing, and I love everything about it. There's very little flaws. I found very few paint mistakes, and I was lucky enough to find him at my Target a whole year later. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you're new. We try to put up at least 2 videos a week for you guys to enjoy. With all that said, guys, I'm getting out of here, and I will see you in the next video.